Hi there, I'm Cory Parsons, and I'm out here picking some chili peppers from my organic garden that I'm going to make something good to eat today. I've been in a chair since 1998 after I dove in a lake and broke my neck. But it has not stopped my love of fresh organic food right from my backyard that I can take into the kitchen and make something delicious. Spicy. Today we're going to make an asparagus frittata, which wouldn't be complete without a little bit of fresh basil right from the backyard. And I can tell you honestly, nothing compares to produce that you'll grow in your backyard. That includes tomatoes that taste like tomatoes, or chili peppers that'll knock your socks off. It's always a challenge, you know? As long as you have a little bit of patience and a lot of time, you get. So as somebody who worked in the restaurant industry for many years, and I have a real passion for it, I absolutely love it. I didn't know how I was going to get back into the kitchen and actually enjoy myself and be safe. This ulu changed everything for me because I'm able to hold it in a horizontal position and rock it back and forth. Keeps me safe, keeps me happy in the kitchen. So even though I came back to the kitchen with my new ulu, I was a bit timid on how to get things done with it. But it's really quite safe to use, as long as you keep your fingers away from it. And you pin down one end, and you can just rock the knife down. That keeps your fingers well back, and it's safe going in one direction. You don't hurt yourself. Go ahead and try it sometime. You can find them at ulu.com. ulu.com. This is a horseradish cheese. It's one of my favorites. It's so delicious. It's a ton of flavor. It goes really good with eggs, chilies, fresh basil, asparagus. It's gonna be awesome. As somebody who is a C5-6 quadriplegic, things like whisking and cooking and stirring can sometimes be a bit difficult, but if you choose proper utensils with a really soft rubber grip to them, it makes all the difference for you to be able to just put it in your hand like this. It doesn't even need to hang on to it. It kind of sticks there with the rubber, and then you can just scramble your eggs. So the most important thing about being able to get into your kitchen is being able to access it. I built this kitchen specifically for my needs. So from this one position, I can get some water, I can chop my food, and I can stir it and control the temperature all at once without having to move anywhere. The best thing about using a flat top surface like these ceramic tops is that they're flat, they're smooth, and you can slide your pan or your pot all the way around over to your sink and then back over to the heat again. Makes it really simple for cooking and a lot safer than using the traditional style of stoves. So now that you've got your items on your cutting board and you've chopped them up and they're ready to go in the pan, sometimes it's hard to pick them up and get them in there. I don't pick them up. I put the board up, and then everybody fits right in there. Just like that. When I started cooking, I found it difficult to use my pan and my stirring. I found it moved all over the place. The best way to combat that is to buy a high quality pan with a thick bottom. It's a little bit heavier and it won't move around nearly as much when you go to stir it. And it provides even heat. In goes our asparagus, or our asparagus frittata. It would not be an asparagus frittata without it. Everybody in the pool. There we go. And again, a rubber handle on your spatula will help you hang on to it while you're stirring. And today, ladies and gentlemen, we're making a beautiful asparagus frittata, which you can find in my cookbook. Sometimes using a pepper grinder can be a little bit difficult, but I found this one from Bodum that works on gravity. All you do is turn it upside down and it automatically grinds for you. It's one of those beautiful little things that nobody ever thought of before, but now I can't live without. Give that a little mix. This is the nice thing about having your sink right next to your stovetop. No mess. All right. So we've got our beaten eggs. Add that in. Add in a little bit of our fresh basil. Spread that in over top. Now I've turned my heat off because I'm going to finish cooking this right in the oven. There we go. A little bit of this wonderful horseradish cheese that I found at a nice specialty deli. Has a nice little bite. It'll go really well with our asparagus and our chilies. Now we're going to add in some of these fresh cherry tomatoes that we picked in the backyard, just like this. One for everybody. In the oven it goes, set on 375 for about 5 minutes, and we'll finish it underneath the broiler, and that'll give that nice bit of cheese, a nice melt on it. So our frittata is done in the oven, and on a really brave day, I might reach in there and grab it out with my oven mitt. But if you've got someone else around, it's okay to ask for a little bit of help. Russ, you don't mind, do you? Okay, so our frittata is out of the oven. That handle is extremely hot. It just came out of the oven off the broiler. I like to put a mitten right over top like that so you don't forget and grab a hold of it. Just make sure you're protected, keeps you safe in the kitchen. You'll be having a lot more fun. So here we are. Afternoon with Cooking with Cory. Got our asparagus frittata. Can't wait to dive in. It smells great. Hope to see you next time. So here we have it, the finished product, Cooking with Cory. Took me almost 10 years to put together. A lot of sweat, a lot of hard work, but I'm very proud of it. And you can find it at some really great stores near you. Costco carries it, so does Save on Foods. Thrifty Foods will be carrying it shortly, and you can always get it at Amazon or CoryParsons.com. Hope you enjoy your copy, and I hope you love Cooking with Cory.